Hi guys, this video is my short review and summary of Success Principle 5 from Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principle. This principle is to believe in yourself. You might remember back in video 4, Success Principle 4 was to believe it's possible, and this chapter is more about, having that belief in yourself that it's possible for you to achieve it. So I like that he's separated them out because they are two different things, really. And believing in yourself is kind of a whole separate chapter to spend some time on. He really talks about how you're no accident. You have been crafted perfectly, created perfectly by the master creator and put here for a reason, to do something great in this life. And you're here with your unique talents and skills and personality and gifts that are going to create whatever it is that you want to create in this world. So have that belief and hold that belief as much as you can. If you want to create the life of your dreams, you have to believe you're capable to make it happen. Whether you call it self-esteem or confidence or self-belief, you've got to just really back yourself and know that you have these abilities and intellect and talents to create your desired results. You've got to sort of keep that momentum behind you and build on it as much as you can so that you can keep moving towards the things that you want. It's a choice to have this belief about yourself, just as much as you can choose to believe you can't do something, you can choose to believe that you can. He talks about, our upbringings and how most of us had imperfect parents and imperfect upbringings, and they probably passed on a whole set of self-limiting beliefs to us without even realizing they were doing it. And, that's nobody's fault, and that's something that we all probably have within us, is self-limiting beliefs for whatever reason. But the point is that the past is the past, and from here on out, your self-concept and your self-esteem is in your own hands. It's not about what happened in the past. It's not about what self-limiting beliefs your parents or your teachers or your friends passed on to you. It's really about what you're going to do from here on out and what you're going to choose to believe about yourself. With the right mindset, the right self-talk and visualization, mixed with the right training and practice and learning and knowledge, Jack really believes that anyone can be taught to do anything. There shouldn't be any fear there. There should only be belief and positivity and action of how to get to the next step, not worrying that you don't have the ability to do it. A lot of really highly successful people will admit that they weren't naturally the most talented in their field, but through their beliefs and perseverance mixed with their study and their practice and their hard work, they have gotten to where they wanted to be. So it's really, it's got to come from a place of wanting to persevere because you believe that it's possible for you. There's all sorts of stories about college dropouts who've become millionaires. There's just so many examples of people who overcome these things that you think would hold them back and stop them from getting to where they want to be. But when they've got that belief in themselves, they can really make it happen. If you believe it's possible, you will do whatever is needed to create the result. If you believe it isn't possible, you're not going to bother taking the action and the steps required to get the outcome that you want. So either way, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and what you believe is really up to you. So it's very empowering. You can choose to believe in yourself, or you can choose not to. He talks about you have to give up the phrase "I can't." It just should not be in your vocabulary anymore. It just doesn't exist. If you want success, if you want the motivation to move ahead, those words just no longer come into your vocabulary anymore. They're not a part of your life because they simply just disempower you and they create weakness in you. Believe in yourself no matter what anyone else says. So really other people's perception of you is based on their world and their own experiences and their beliefs. It's not really even based on you. It's all based on their version of reality and their perception of you. So it doesn't really matter what other people think. All that matters is what you think about yourself. He talks about how it's never too late to be happy. You're never too young or too old to start doing these things and to have a belief in yourself. So he goes through a whole list of awesome examples about people you know, even up to their 90s, doing things like getting their master's degrees and running marathons and all that kind of stuff. So you can achieve so much even if you're old, and you can achieve so much even if you're really young. You know, you've got these really young entrepreneurs now who are creating millions and billions of dollars, and they didn't even get college diplomas. There's a whole world of opportunity out there, and we're never too old or too young to go after it and to hold those beliefs in ourselves. So you can start from anywhere to create success, and you can see from Jack's writing that he really believes that. I said he has a lot of like really great examples and stories that are quite inspiring. So that's another good reason to read the book yourself or listen to it, as I mentioned. And then Jack really just sums up this chapter by saying what others think about you is really none of your business. Believe in yourself when no one else does. That's what winners do. Like, that's a winner's mentality. So he encourages everybody to have that winner mentality, really own it, and just base your decisions on what you want to do and not on the opinions of others. He makes a really cool comment that I wanted to share with you guys, that, you know, when you're in your 20s, you think that everyone like cares and everyone's judging you, and you kind of care what everybody thinks. And then when you're in your 40s, you don't really care what anybody thinks. But then when you get to your 60s, you realize that no one has been thinking of you anyway. You know, like, everyone is just too busy thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about you and judging you in the way that you think they are. So don't let that be what holds you back. It seems like such a waste, and you've got to just put that time and energy into working towards your awesome, exciting goals, and not worrying about what other people are thinking. So yeah, that is Success Principle 5, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.